Uneducated experts.
Uneducated experts.
Motherfucking
Uneducated experts.
episode 6.
So, I asked my wife this simple question, man. I asked her, how many states in the United States border another state?
48!
Well, it is
That was too
48.
loud.
It is
I
48,
apologize.
but
I know what it is. I'm not dumb. I might be uneducated, but I'm not dumb.
I saw it on a game show.
I'll take that back because that's going to sound bad later.
I asked my wife that, and she goes, 50. My eyes get big, so I guess she realizes that she got it wrong. And then she goes, no, wait. 48. So I'm like, okay, she got it right. But she keeps talking, man, and she says 48 because Alaska and Hawaii aren't U.S. states. They are territories. Bro, I fucking lost it. It just amazes me.
I think that's funny, though, but it's funnier because you've lived in Alaska.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's true, but still, man, I mean, I can see people saying Alaska because maybe they think it borders Washington and not Canada, but I know that, and you know that because we were in Alaska. But nonetheless, Uneducated Experts back in live here talking to you.
Wait a minute, time out. You don't get to try to say a joke or whatever about your wife, and you don't let me do it.
Oh, okay. Oh,
I got one
Let's
better.
hear it. Let's hear
you
it.
Want to hear it? All right. So when me and Jones here first started coming up with the idea of this podcast, we were trying to figure out a way to include our wives, who, well, at least my wife doesn't want them to do with it. She doesn't even listen to my episodes, but so we came up with a question. We were supposed to ask our wives a question like once an episode, and we were going to say what they said. So the question was, who won the American Civil War? Bro, you want to know what my wife said?
What'd she say?
My wife said, fucking America.
America.
America won the Civil War.
I mean, is she wrong?
So, you know what, babe? You're right. You are 100% right. America did win the Civil War. Anyways, all right. Who are we, bruh?
We are Uneducated Experts, where we tell you everything that we think we know and nothing that we do.
Nothing that we do.
My name is Jones, for those that don't know me.
I'm over here stuttering behind you. I'm Mink. Everybody knows me. I'm the funny one. I'm the mouth. Pause. That might be taken the wrong way.
All right, so
I say stuff, man. I don't. It's an exit only.
So we had a request.
What we talking
we
about,
had a
bro?
request from Combat Ninja. Shout out Combat Ninja, friend of the show, on our first YouTube
comments.
YouTube comment, yes sir. He wanted us to do a segment on the Niners' demise, going from back-to-back NFC championship games to only winning 2 games just 2 years after that. So we say we'll do that for him. So this one's for you, Combat Ninja. Ming, take it away.
Yo, so first I want to say that shout out to the dude or dudette or whatever we say for being our first YouTube comment.
Yeah, shout out. Respect.
Lord knows we can't get enough views around here. All these people telling me how funny we are and how cool it is and how much they like the show and blah, blah, blah. But our first video gets like 120 views in the first day and we've been slowing up ever since. But anyway, I digress.
People explain that shit.
Nah, you know what I want to know? How are you going to share the video but not tell nobody why to watch it?
That don't make any sense.
You know what I do when I see someone share a video? I ignore that shit. But whatever. Fuck y'all. Not really fuck y'all, but you know what I mean. So, I would like to, I gotta like backpedal real quick. Like, nah, bro, I'm not really dissing y'all. I need y'all. Don't leave me.
We need everybody.
Man, is demise the correct word?
I mean,
the Niners were a volcano that erupted and then died.
Erupted quickly. So.
Oh no, like they it was pre-ejaculate.
So
I didn't think I said that right.
So it's kind of hard to really understand their. You want to call it a fallout? Call it a fallout. We'll call it demise. Call it demise. I'm looking at the record. So 2007 to 2010, the best record was 8-8. That was under a few coaches: Mike Nolan, Mike Singletary, Jim Tomsula. Then here comes Jim Harbaugh from Stanford, and he institutes this new offense, this new attitude. And 2011, the very first year he's there with Alex Smith, by the way, people forget that, 13-3. They lose.
Man, hey, stop hating on my boy Alex Smith.
Hey, man, king of the checkdowns. He still got a job, right?
Yeah, but do you see that completion percentage?
It's a check down.
Listen,
You can check
not
down.
everybody's going to be Aaron Rodgers. Not everybody's going to be Tom Brady. Not everybody's going to be Drew Brees.
Yeah, I know.
You need the Alex
And Sam Bradford.
You need the Kirk
and
Cousins.
Sam Bradford. No. Hey, man.
You need the
as much
Dak
as I hate the
Prescotts.
Redskins, Kirk Cousins throws the ball down the field. He has no choice but to because he has no running game. But anyways,
No, he did last year because he had D-Jax that was running 100 miles a fucking second.
he's gone now. So
Yeah, D-Jax
all right,
left.
so
Good
2011,
job. Washington can't sign nobody, bruh. Anyways, I digress. Washington,
back on the Niners.
y'all need to change your name because y'all pissing off a whole bunch of people with your Redskins name.
They really are. They
And,
really are.
They really, I don't understand how they're still fighting it. But on top of that, y'all can't sign nobody. You can't keep anybody. Your quote unquote franchise quarterback won't sign a long term deal with y'all. He wants to go be with the Niners, so keep franchise tagging him and adding that 20% to his check every year. Anyways,
Yeah, can we
so
get back to the 49ers? This
let's
is
jump
for
right
Combat
into it.
Ninja, man.
How about
this is
this?
for Combat Ninja.
You're right. So, hey, look, he's a Niners fan, obviously. So, hey, combat. Kirk Cousins wants to be your quarterback. Congratulations. So, how about this? Don't message me. I'm talking to you right now. Don't message me telling me what to do. I'm gonna say whatever I want. That's the beauty of this podcast.
I mean, say whatever you want to, but can we stay on topic though? Combat Ninjas listen to this.
No,
I'm
people
message
want
Combat Ninja
people
and tell
want to
him-
hear us talk.
Okay, but let's talk about the topic of the Niners fallout.
Okay, so tell me what. Tell me what. Fuck. Oh, you gonna message me again?
No, that wasn't me.
No, someone else messaged me. Guess I'm popular. So
Just not on YouTube.
I'm gonna tell you what the reasoning I think that the Niners' demise started, and then I want you to tell me yours, and then we'll elaborate.
Right.
Cool. So my reasoning is very simple. You're talking about the Jim Harbaugh coming in and changing the way the atmosphere and their attitude. I don't disagree with that. However, the reason the Niners were in back-to-back NFC championships isn't because of their offense. It was because of their defense. With Patrick Willis holding it down. And the minute that people started retiring and leaving, their team crumbled. Because an okay offense looks good when you have a great defense backing you up. So when that great defense becomes a bad defense, your okay offense becomes a shitty offense. Hence what happened. Nobody wants to stay there. Nobody wants to play there. Alden Smith would rather drink and do whatever else than play for him. So, Alden Smith was like, be on the Niners? Nah, fuck that. I'll go get a DUI real quick. I'm going to go to the Raiders. They take criminals. So, that's what I think it is. I think it was the defense literally almost retiring away. I know that there was 3 starters that retired that year, as well as a key injury that has affected a star linebacker. But that's my reasoning. What's yours?
Okay. I mean, it's hard to argue about the defense because Patrick Willis was probably the best linebacker during that time he was in a 49er uniform. You can't really disagree with that. But I'm going to go to the offense. I'm going to offense because in 2011, again, 13-3 with Alex Smith, they lost to the Giants. And it wasn't really because of Alex Smith. It wasn't because of defense. It was because of punt return issues and kick return issues. Special teams made them lose to the Giants when, I forget his name, he's not in the league no more. He fumbled a kickoff and he fumbled a punt that Giants turned into touchdowns. Hence, they won the game. They went on to beat the Patriots. Then 2012, Alex Smith gets the concussion, and here comes Colin Kaepernick running through everybody. Well, I don't say running through everybody, but running around everybody. And here comes a read option. And his first half season, not full season, half season, they go 11-4-1. They lose to the Super Bowl against the Ravens and Ray Lewis. And then next year they go 12-4, back in the NFC Championship game. As you said, they went 3 in a row, and they lost to the Seahawks. And then the last year of Jim Harbaugh, they go 8-8. To me, it's more Kaepernick than the defense. I get that All-Pro Willis retired, and a couple other starters that were very key to that defense retired, and Navarro Bowman's injury, because in the Super Bowl he got injured. And then, was it in the Super Bowl he got injured?
You said Willis? Willis
No,
didn't get
Navarro
injured. It was,
Bowman.
yeah, Navarro Bowman. It was the
With the Super Bowl NFC Championship game.
I want to say it was the NFC. No, it was the NFC Championship game. He was standing straight up and his knee touched the ground, bro.
Whatever.
How you gonna take a knee and stand up at the same time?
He got injured in the 2012 season.
Did you see that?
And then
It was
he sat out all 2013. But listen, he sat out all 2013 and they still went 2-4 and went to the NFC Championship game against the Seahawks. If Kaepernick makes a better pass
because
to Crabtree,
Patrick Willis was still there.
if Patrick Willis makes a better pass to Crabtree, they go to the Super Bowl. It was Crabtree. I mean, it was Kaepernick. He's not a good quarterback. He's not. I wish we had this fucking segment when Josh called him going to be the best quarterback ever. Do you remember that? Josh said Kaepernick's going to be the greatest quarterback ever after only a season and a half. And then, 2014, they go 8.
You know what's ironic about you saying that? Hold on. Not to sidetrack, because I know that's exactly what's going to happen. But that's how you feel about Dak.
This ain't even about Dak Prescott. This ain't about Dak Prescott.
I know it's not, but don't sit here and say, well, after only 1 year they said this, when after 1 year, every Cowboys fan out there is saying Dak's the top 10 quarterback.
In this league right now, I still say that. But anyways,
let's go back to Niners. Go back to Niners. Because you don't want them Dak attacks.
I just feel it's more of a Kaepernick issue. He's not a good quarterback. He can't throw the ball downfield. And when the injuries happen, much like RG3 injuries happen, and you can't run as much as you want to, or you're not as fast as you once were, then your real flaws show. And they know that he can't throw a deep ball accurately. He can't hit a guy in route. And when the first look is not there, he doesn't know how to look to his second or third look. I mean, and to me, that's more of an issue than the defense. But that's why I say that the demise happened.
Stop hating on my boy Cap.
You say he should have a job. I don't think so. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry. No, hold on. Real quick.
Time.
He should have a job. He should not be a starter in the NFL. And that's why he doesn't have a job, because he wants to be a starting quarterback.
Who's the starting quarterback for the Browns?
I take DeShone Kaiser over Colin Kaepernick.
Who's the starting quarterback for the Jets?
I don't think the Jets know who the starting quarterback for the Jets are.
Who's the starting quarterback for the... See, the other shitty teams have quarterbacks. They don't have anyone else.
But...
Oh, listen, this is all I'm going to say. I'm a Cat fan. I don't know if it's because he's from 30 minutes where I'm from. Shout out to Turlock. Shout out to Merced. 209, California. Y'all know what it is. Anyways. That motherfucker's fast.
You're a Cap fan.
Real life.
That's why. You're a Cap fan.
Listen. Real life, little kid, try to tackle the Cap. That motherfucker looked like a grown man running against some 12-year-olds. Story for another time. But it's not just about being a Cap fan, man. It's about... No, this is so ironic. That you're black and I'm Mexican. But I'm more of a Cap fan than you are. Like, it doesn't make sense.
Brexit doesn't do with this.
It does.
But, okay, I'll tell you this, though. It ain't even just Kaepernick. It was Jim Harbaugh also, man. He's the one that had issues with the GM and the front office of ownership. They were button heads.
So, do you think they should have fired the GM, or do you think they should have fired the coach?
Look at the track record after Jim Harbaugh left. They should have fired the GM and kept Jim Harbaugh. They made the wrong decision. Because
fucking Tom Sula, your defensive line coach, was not the answer to your head coach problem.
5-11, obviously not. And then 2-14 when they want to bring in Chip Kelly. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Chip Kelly was not the answer.
Funny? You know what's
anybody.
Funny? Just vintage Chip Kelly. Yep. Game 1 last year against the Rams, they win 20-0, and everybody's eating that Chip Kelly chicken or drinking the Chip Kelly Kool-Aid, and they win one more game.
Oh my God, they run so much.
Guess what? That one game wasn't with Kaepernick either. Did you see Kaepernick during the games he played? I get the stats. The stats were garbage time. I saw him do a...
Bro, I stopped watching Niner games.
I saw him do a 5-yard pass to Vance McDonald, and Vance McDonald ran the other 50 yards for a touchdown or whatever it was. He was dinking and dunking so he wouldn't turn the ball over. Oh, here we go. Go back and look at it, Niner fans and Cat fans. Against the Bills, I don't know who the receiver was because it doesn't matter, but he had the receiver wide open in stride for a touchdown pass, and he severely underthrew him where the receiver had to come back to the ball and still make a safety miss to score a touchdown. It was pathetic. He can't hit an open receiver down the field more than 10
I have a
yards.
question.
He's not a good quarterback. He shouldn't be a starting quarterback.
Question. Pause, motherfucker. Shit. Golly. I need a fucking mute button on you. Who's more important to the 2012 San Francisco 49ers?
2012.
Patrick Willis
Okay.
or Colin Kaepernick?
Well, seeing how the game played out, it's Patrick Willis. Well, seeing how the game played out, it was really Colin Kaepernick because Colin Kaepernick is the one that had him on the goal line, and instead of running with Frank Gore, who's going to be a Hall of Famer and was an All-Pro, by the way, instead of giving the ball to Frank Gore, wanted to pass the ball to Michael Crabtree. Not once, not twice, but 3 times on the goal line.
Yeah. I'm starting to think that throwing the ball on the goal line is an NFC West problem. not just a Seahawks or Niners problem.
Oh,
So Cardinals, Rams, if by any chance y'all make it to the Super Bowl and y'all are on the goal, bruh, just run that shit. I don't give a fuck how far away you are.
Another
it could be
comment,
first and goal and you could be on the 30 because of penalties. You better run that shit.
Another comment, though, and Randy Moss himself showed it because he was in the Super Bowl. People forget Randy Moss played in the Super Bowl with the Niners. He was a Niner. He was wide open in the middle of the field, but Kaepernick looking only one way on his first look. Michael Crabtree just forced it over there. Obviously incomplete. Obviously the Ravens win, Niners lose. But Randy Moss was wide open. Bruh, go through your progressions and you have a Super Bowl ring. And maybe Jim Harbaugh's still there. And maybe you guys are still winning. Who knows? But
listen, man.
you can't do it.
That was the Harbaugh Bowl.
Who cares? It was a Harbaugh Bowl.
John beats Jim any day. John beats Jim any day. Now, you know what's fishy, though? That as soon as the game's over, and not as soon as, but the game's over, the Harbaugh's crowned the champion, and then he calls his little brother. He's like, "Hey, man, I gotta pay Joe Flacco all this money, and I really can't afford all these receivers. You want one?" I'll give them to you on a discount. Like, how did that not get vetoed?
Oh, you talking about the well, which one? Both?
Anquan Bolden, bro. Like, literally, he was like, "Hey, bro, I can't afford them. You want them? Because if not, you're going to
You
hit
know
free
what's funny?
agency."
Both of them ended up being in the Niners.
Jim was like, "Yeah, I'll
Jim
take 'em."
Harbaugh, Anquan Bolden and Torrey Smith ended up being on the Niners. Not at the same time, but they both ended up being on the Niners.
Yep.
That's pretty hilarious, man.
Too bad they went too late.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're at a little over 17 minutes.
That's fine.
So
Shout out to Combat Ninja for this
I don't
topic.
think we're gonna agree. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna agree.
No,
I definitely see the point.
I agree with you. I agree
listen,
with you.
I think Kaepernick's a good quarterback.
that's what
I think the Niners should
never
sign
agree.
Kaepernick right
we
now.
would never agree to that. Kaepernick is not a good quarterback.
Hey, you know, not that, man, I really don't want to just get sidetracked, but is Carlos Hyde the answer to the running backs for the Niners? Like, he's a good running back, and he's like the, he's really the one that started the whole little hand gesture that Zeke uses.
Well, they're both Ohio State running backs, so there you go.
No, I know, but Zeke's come on record and said that Carlos Hyde's the one that started that. But he can't stay healthy. Like, he has flashes of greatness, but he just has a flash of greatness and his shoes get untied and he
Well, they
falls.
got Joe Williams now, so evidently they don't. And then there's a lot of hype behind him and Kyle Shanahan. You got new GM, new head coach. This is his contract year, bro. If he can't stay healthy, he's gonna find himself on an out, getting another job somewhere else, and that's a fact. You can bank on that shit. You don't need no ESPN experts to tell you that.
The Jets sign old running backs.
He's not old though. Hyde's not old. He just can't stay healthy.
He's old in the NFL.
All right, well.
And you might as well be old.
Okay.
Anyways, so I say it's the defense crumbling. You just don't like Cap. I disagree. You disagree. We all disagree. But guess what? What do y'all think? Tell us what you think. Tweet us. Comment. You can DM me. You can message me. You can share the post and say what you think. Whatever you want to do. Just show us some love. We'll gladly keep making these little videos and these segments. But we need the love, man. We need the love. You ain't gonna say nothing? You gonna let me talk? Oh. Well, apparently Jones shut his mic off, so fuck him. So this is the, and y'all can't hear him in the background, so fuck him again. But this is the Uneducated Experts telling you everything that we think we know and nothing that we do. Jones, you laughing in the background's fucking me up. Holler at us, tweet us, whatever.
Have a dope day.